morning. Welcome to The Morning Touch. I'm Darwin Campbell. The Morning Touch is brought to you by the FSBC in Glendale as well as the Chaplaincy for the Homeless. Hope, trust, and pray you find this encouraging as we go through the lesson this morning. We want to focus on Psalms 88 because what we see in this world right now, we see a lot of hurt and troubled souls. You know, don't feel like the Lone Ranger. If you're in a spot right now where you feel like you have no hope, it is easy in a COVID-19 pandemic-filled world. It is easy to feel like you have no hope. In Psalms 88, we are given insight into hopelessness. When David himself expresses what hopelessness feels like, and perhaps as I read this, maybe you're feeling a little bit of this. And I've got some words of hope for you in just a few moments. In Psalms 88, we see the writing of the trouble-filled soul. There when it says, "O Lord God of my salvation, I have cried day and night before thee. Let my prayer come before thee. Incline thine ear to hear my cry. For my soul is full of troubles, and my life draws near to the grave. I am counted with them that go down into the pit. I am as a man that hath no strength. Free among the dead, like slain that lie in the grave. Thou rememberest me no more, and they are cut off from my hand. Thou hast me in the lowest pit, in the darkest and in the deepest. Thy wrath lieth upon me. Thou hast afflicted me with thy waves. Mine eyes," verse 9, "mourneth by reason of affliction, Lord. I have called upon thee daily. I've stretched out my hand unto thee. Wilt thou show wonders to the dead? Shall the dead rise and praise thee?" This is the story of a trouble-filled soul. How many of you out there feel like Psalm 88 right now? In a pandemic-stricken environment, living under some very difficult rules and circumstances. How many of you feel trouble-filled? How many of you out there feel like your soul is full of troubles and that your life draws near to the grave? It's easy to feel down, but today I want to offer you some hope. Hope simply means holding on to promises eternal. Holding on to promises eternal in the face of your trouble-filled soul, where the days seem darkest, where there does not seem to be a way out of the tunnel, where you're feeling afflicted, you're feeling down, you're feeling forgotten, you're feeling like there just is no hope. I offer you the opportunity to hold on to promises eternal. We offer hope for the troubled soul, hope against those who are suffering evictions, hope for those who are sick with COVID-19, hope for those who are suffering from financial losses or unemployment or business losses, hope for those that are depressed and addicted. We live in a world, a country, a neighborhood of troubled souls. But we offer you the opportunity, in spite of what you're walking through right now, in spite of your life situation, we want you to hold on to promises eternal. What promises? The promise that God is a God of love and mercy. In Psalms chapter 86, Psalms 86, if you turn back a couple of verses, I want you to take a look at verse 11. We need to develop the spirit of holding on to promises eternal and ask God, "Teach me thy way, O Lord. I will walk in thy truth. Unite my heart to fear thy name. Verse 13, for great is thy mercy toward me. Thou hast delivered my soul from the lowest hell. Hope, that concept, that idea of holding on to promises eternal, asks you to trust in God, asks you to turn it over to God. And in turning it over to God, ask for his mercy to shine on you and in your life, so that he will bring you up from the lowest of hell, the hell of eviction. He'll bring you up. The hell of addiction. He'll bring you up. The hell of frustration and unemployment, the lack of money, financial losses. He'll bring you up. Trust in him, hoping, believing in the promise that he will not leave you standing alone. Ask the Lord to fill your heart with joy so that his mercy can pour out all over your soul and bring you the kind of hope that will say, I'm holding on to eternal promises. When I think about that, it speaks to my heart, and it says this: I want that type of hope to come to know God, to get close to this God of mercy, to humble myself and receive what God has to offer. You know, God has a lot to offer. Many people have not taken the time to learn of God. Many people have not taken the time to see what he has to offer. If you humble yourself before him, he will lift you up. His mercy will pour over your soul, and you will find peace. You will find rest. You will find joy, simply by turning it all over. Looking to Jesus, Hebrews 12:2. Jesus Christ, the author and finisher of our faith. He'll lift you up. Call on his name. You will find the peace that you yearn for in 2020. As we look towards 2021, I call upon you to yield yourself to God's mercy. And when you do, you wait in patience. And that will bring about the kind of rest for your soul that you've been yearning for. Hope. Hope simply means holding on to the promises eternal. This victory that you yearn for, that you wait for, that you're patient, God has promised it, and it is yours. This victory, this peace, this rescue that you're waiting on, that you're patient for, that you're trusting God for, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. I know it seems dark, but it's always dark before the day. It's always darkest before you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me when I tell you that if you hold on to promises eternal, your victory is inevitable. Your peace is inevitable. Your rescue is inevitable. God will see you through this. Be patient. He will calm your trouble-filled soul. You know, the Morning Touch is brought to you by the Chaplaincy for the Homeless and the FSBC in Glendale. We hope that we have offered you hope, holding on to his promises eternal, will bring about a pouring out of mercy upon you. No matter what situation you're in, God is able to rescue you, give you peace, give you joy, give you rest. Your victory is inevitable. Hold on. You'll see. God bless you and keep you, and we'll see you again next time on The Morning Touch.